So his lawyer's response to my petition to get the home out of my name was, she's just mad because he's moving out of state with his girlfriend. So that's the reason why I'm mad that he fucked up my credit, is because he's moving out of state with his girlfriend. All right, this is episode 2 of 10 things I wish I would have known or done different when I was going through my divorce. And this is more of the art of negotiation or advocating for yourself. An episode you listened to, hopefully you heard the intro when I shared about, just sort of the background, and then my background of, how we met and, our life together and what we built together. And then episode 1 was around lawyering up. And this actually goes back to having proper representation. All those things is really if you have a contentious divorce. I had a very contentious divorce. I didn't go into it thinking that I was going to have a contentious divorce, but I did. And so I would say always think worst case scenario, because you have to advocate for yourself. You have to look out for your best interest. And if you have children, look out for their best interest. The way I run my business is kind of different. And these are the things that I taught my agents. The art of negotiation in real estate. Some people think that if I win, you have to lose. And I never did business that way. I never looked at business that way. I looked at business in, this could be a win-win for everybody. You want the house? You want to buy the house? You want to sell the house? We can make everybody feel good. We can make sure that the sellers get what they feel is fair and the buyers buy and get what they feel is fair, and everybody's happy. And nobody goes through this transaction feeling like they got snuffed or they got taken advantage of. And so I approached my divorce that way. I approached my divorce thinking, let's make it a win-win. I remember having this conversation with my ex saying, I ain't got to lose for you to win. And, when we were negotiating, he, he had a really bad habit of butt dialing. And if you are friends with him, if you are in his contacts, you probably have gotten butt dialed a time or two. And so sometimes I would overhear conversations with him and his friends, and he's telling them about, what we have negotiated or whatever. And what his friends would say is, well, she's willing to give you that, you should have asked for this. The essentials of our negotiation is start somewhere at the top, right? Kind of know what your baseline is, and then reach somewhere in the middle. So I didn't do that. I just thought, let's get this shit over with. I don't want to go through this. I don't want to keep doing this. This is dragging on long enough. It had been like 2-3 years. I just wanted to be divorced, because I knew that as long as I stayed caught up in this drama, I could not move on with my life and do my purpose work. If I'm in this low vibrational mode and energy, I couldn't do the things that I am purposed to do. I am purposed to help people. I did not necessarily advocate for myself the best way. So when it came to like bills, I was like, I'll take all the bills. When I bought him the house, what I negotiated in terms of the house, which actually I didn't realize until something happened. So in the marriage settlement agreement, I said, I'll keep the house in my name for 48 months. I did this in an effort to help him get established. Let's help you get on your feet. You got this home. You good. The mortgage is reasonable. He should be able to afford it. So I'll keep it in my name for 48 months. In my mind, because I was so motivated on getting this over with, 48 months was 48 hours, was 2 years. And I didn't realize it until last March. He was late on the mortgage. Killed my life. If you know anything about me, you know that I'm a credit person. I take pride in credit. And it dropped my score over 100 points. Now, I moved to a whole new state. I'm actually renting a place. So I'm waiting on an opportunity to purchase. And my credit score just dropped over 125 points because he's late. That killed me. But I've seen this before. I've seen this, with my clients. As a broker, I've had clients come to me, and their spouse, they got the house in the divorce. The spouse was late. And so what happens? They go to court, they petition the court to get the house out of their name. The spouse has to sell it, or he has to refinance it to get it out of the person's name. So that's what I did. I reached out to my latest attorney and I said, hey, he was late. I need to get this house out of my name because I cannot afford for this to happen again. And we filed a petition to the courts to get the property out of my name. And so we finally go to court. It took some months. We finally go to court. We finally get a court date. Now he's remote and I'm remote. Now I did know that he was moving out of the state. Didn't know where he was moving to. He had spoke with the kids and told them that he was moving. I knew he was moving out of the state. Didn't know anything much about that. So his lawyer's response to my petition to get the home out of my name was, she's just mad because he's moving out of state with his girlfriend. So that's the reason why I'm mad that he fucked up my credit, is because he's moving out of state with his girlfriend. First of all, I let the lady live in this house that I was paying for. I didn't care anything about his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about this woman. So I'm just mad. So I'm just jealous. And that's the reason why I'm petitioning to take the house out of my name. So, we go to court. He's in his state. I'm in my state. We're both remote. So, he testifies that the reason why he was late was because the bank was down for a week. Well, good and damn well, if the bank was down for a week, it would be on the news. The bank wasn't down for a week. He just effed up. And his lawyer was saying, oh, she even knows because it's even happened to her. No, it didn't. Don't speak for me. It did not happen for me. So the judge's response right then and there, she said, well, there was a bank snafu. There was no bank snafu. He has no evidence to support there was a bank snafu. And I said, what do you mean? So there wasn't a bank snafu. He doesn't even live in the property. I purchased this property so that he could have a place to live. This is now an investment property for him, which is great. But if this is an investment property for him, then he needs to put it in his name. Why am I supporting an investment property for him? And she said, well, you agreed to it in the beginning. You agreed to 48 months. So in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, 48 months. It's been almost 2 years. It'll be done in a few months. Okay. No, 48 months, 4 years. That was not a good negotiation tactic. And then one of the things that his lawyer said is she did this on purpose because she wanted him to be late so that she can do this. I wanted him to fuck up my credit so that I can come to court. Now, what kind of counterproductive sense does that make for me? And I'm trying to purchase property. I wanted to fuck up my credit so I could take him to court. And so the judge ruled in their favor that he gets to keep the house in my name. And I said, well, Your Honor, what happens if he's late again? She's like, I don't know. You can come back. Try to do it again. You could try it again. So I got to wait until he totally obliterates my credit before I'm able to do anything about it. This is what you decided. So, of course, there's a bias, obviously, against me because I've seen this time and time and time again with my own clients. Somebody messes up your credit, they take it, they got 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, take it out of this person's name. And, so that they won't further impede their ability to, to purchase property or mess up their credit. I have the kids. I have all 4 of the kids. I'm trying to forge a life for us. And the reason why I was so quick to say, I'll take on the bills, I'll take on this, and that's okay because I know the ability that I have to be able to make more money, to be able to, reestablish myself and do it again. And I didn't want to leave him in a bad way because he had been my husband. And, but I did it to, I wouldn't say my own detriment, trying to be fair. So the art of negotiation is one of the things that I think is very important, is you have to negotiate what is best for you. Do not try to be win-win, especially if it's a contentious situation. You start here, have your baseline, and meet somewhere in the middle. But look out for you. I have to look out for me and my kids. And, coming from a deficit, I know how to make the money again. That's okay. But that was my mistake and that was my downfall. But make sure you like and subscribe to my page.